Hello, Taurus. Hello. Let me give it a couple seconds to make sure we're in here good. And welcome to this year ahead spread. It is going to cover briefly the 12 months of this year, and it's giving me a little inspiration on how to go about doing the rest of these readings moving forward. So I hope you guys like them and enjoy them. I'm trying to switch up my content and figure out what works for me, but also have been trying to just put out something in the meantime. So bear with me as I work it out and find some balance and find a way to make this more entertaining and enjoyable, and also set it apart from whatever else is being provided. So this is going to briefly look at each month of 2022. It's a very feminine year. It's going to encourage a lot of growth, a lot of introspection, healing, spiritual growth, as well as it's going to bring a lot of people together. It's great for relationships of all kinds, platonic and romantic. So it's just a very powerful year for feminine energy and coming together with others. It's a very Venusian year. It's a 6th year in numerology. So I'm using the lovers as our significator for this reading. And then we'll just look at the 12 years of this month. And previously I had been pulling the spreads first, but let's go ahead and pull the cards for the 12 months. And then I'll also pull clarifying cards. So we got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Boom, that's that. Let's get some clarity cards out. I hate when there's something, feels like there's something stuck here. All right. Let's clarify these cards, and then I'll start pulling one by one to go through each of the 12 months of this year: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. The bottom of this deck, we have the Sun card. So there could be lots of changes in your self-expression and also just your general confidence. I feel like it's going to be a very big and positive year for Taurus people. So you could be healing a lot of inner child stuff too, because the Sun card, that baby, the child on the card, always speaks to me. So let's go ahead and get into January. All right, so January, we got the 5 of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this 5 of Swords is representing disappointments, battles that you haven't been able to win. There could be someone who you feel like you're dealing with who's stubborn. It could be your mom. It could be a parent-like figure, or it could just be a maternal-like figure. I feel like there's a need to kind of nurture yourself and heal yourself, and to tend to yourself, take care of yourself, be more responsible with the way you communicate. And also, it's like there's an element of loyalty and reliability in a situation where things are completely unreliable. And it's like you're overqualified to be in this situation. So it's like understanding when to pull back, when not to invest in things, when not to think about things, when not to talk about things, when not to talk to certain individuals. It's just having a more mature, responsible way of handling and sharing your energy, your time, your energy, your effort, and your money. Because this is like a situation where it's like a fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, fool me 3 times. What the hell? Because it's like, this is the 5. Because it's like, okay, I'm just not winning in this situation. So there's something that you're realizing that you're having the courage probably to finally walk away from, or you're at least nurturing yourself and tending to yourself and trying to be more mature, more responsible, and more reliable with the way you handle this situation, with the way you take care of yourself, your family, your home, your business, but your health, your general health, your well-being, your body, your home, things of that nature. You're learning what doesn't work, and you're learning how to walk away from disappointments, without feeling like a failure. Just like, okay, I did my best. I did what I was supposed to do. It's just time for me to move on. February, we have the Eight of Cups. So you are walking away from something that hasn't been emotionally fulfilling. Maybe it's not helping you cultivate growth in the heart space, or allowing you to have natural happiness or expand creatively. It's just not serving you anymore. So you're learning how to leave it behind. And just like leaving it where it is. You know how they say meet people where they are. When you find out people aren't where you need them to be, you leave them where they are. And that's kind of what this Eight of Cups is for me. For you, there's an awakening taking place in February. And that's probably by the time in the western side of the world, the nodes finally switch, because that's going to take place on the 28th or 29th of January, something like that. It's like right around the time Venus goes retrograde, the North Node moves into Taurus for us on the western side of the world. So if you follow sidereal astrology or Vedic astrology, technically it's already there, but for Western astrology, it will take place at the end of January. So by February, there's an awakening taking place. There's a second chance, a second opportunity, maybe for you to make your exit. Maybe previously there was a chance for you to take the chance, and now you're actually taking the opportunity. There's an awakening. This is Pluto energy. Pluto is having a conjunction to this Mercury retrograde. So there's lots of deep realizations and psychological breakthroughs that are taking place. So you're understanding things differently. Your perception is different, and you're able to finally move on and walk away from things that you previously maybe stayed in a situation a little bit too long, which is very typical of Taurians. So we got the Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands for March. This feels exciting. I feel like things are moving. There's lots of planning. Maybe you've put things in motion, and now you're just trying to see how things are going to grow and change from this point on. I feel like you're inspired, and you have a lot of optimism when making these moves, but just be mindful about not being too impulsive. You could have lots of spiritual downloads and just feel moved to do certain things, which is very good. You should definitely honor that. Just make sure that you're not this Knight of Wands energy is just like an overexcitement, overindulging type of energy. So just make sure you don't jump like headfirst into situations too soon and begin to have unrealistic expectations, or expect things to happen or manifest much quicker than they will, especially while Mercury is still retrograde. Mercury will be forward by March. However, there's just a necessity of understanding that things take time to take place, and you can have an idea today and put effort towards it tomorrow, but it's not going to manifest right away. So this just shows that there's a lot of excitement and creativity taking place. So you could be expressing yourself, putting yourself out there. It just feels like you're having fun, as long as you continue to have fun and you don't get too caught up in whatever it is that you're waiting for or looking forward. Like if you don't get too caught up in your expectations and you just enjoy the ride, I think you'll be fine. So with April getting closer to your birthday month, we have the Queen of Wands and the Five of Swords. I feel like you're looking back over the past few months and the situation you had ended up in. There could be a repeat. There could be a test, a repeat situation where the universe is testing you to see if you're going to handle it the same way. Because maybe the first time you just sat with it and you examined it, you stayed with it a little bit longer. But this situation, by the time we get to April, you're now in a different position. You're probably putting yourself first, being a little bit more selfish, but in a very positive way, putting yourself first and doing what's best for you. You feel confident. You are not afraid to, you want what you want, and you're like, okay, this is me. It feels very much so coming out of the closet, and it may not be like literally coming out of the closet, but it's like there's a revelation, like you're revealing yourself in this new way. And it could be a little bit provocateur compared to how people may have viewed you previously. You could just be, I don't know, maybe you're dressing more risque or something like that. This just has a very sexy energy, a very influential, a very magnetizing energy. So you could be dating, putting yourself out there. This Knight of Wands very much so could be dating. But this feels like some hater type energy. But it also feels like kind of like a repeat of previous events. like you revisiting certain patterns and you're just a whole new different person. You're just handling things differently. There could be some people who are jealous of you or kind of watching you, and just this feels like people speaking behind you, behind your back, having some type of disappointment. This feels like regret as well, but also it's like, if this isn't you, this is how people are feeling about you. Like you're living rent free in somebody's mind. Otherwise, it's reflection. It does feel like reflection on past disappointments, things that didn't go well, when you knew you had to throw in the towel because something wasn't working. But this time it just feels like, oh well, like before I was trying to figure it out and dissect it, and I was being patient, but now I'm just gonna do what feels good. It's like, it's very Venusian. It feels very like, I'm just gonna do what's best for me. If it's fiery, but it's also like, I don't know. I like it. I like it for you. Okay, so that was March. May, we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Love this for you. So this looks really good for business, for making decisions, for property, for entrepreneurship, work related, money related. When it comes to ideas, executing things, maybe something that you've been working on is like coming into completion during this time in May. But also, I mean, King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. The King of Swords, I want to say, is Aquarian energy. So it just feels like you're very stable, very confident in who you are. There's lots of stability in the mind. Like you're mentally and physically sound and stable. And it makes sense because you'll be in your season. We'll also be having our first eclipse in May. So this eclipse could provide you with an extra boost of stability, and also shifting your perspective, widening your perspective. This just feels very good, feels very confident, stable, mature, clear in the mind space. It's like you're very much so in your element during this month. The King of Pentacles shows it. It's good for business, good for money. Profits could do well, but I feel like something that you've been working on for like a long-term project is doing really well, or you could be completing something. All right, June, we got the Magician in the World card. Love this. The first and the last card of the major arcana. This is beautiful because you're closing some chapter, you're learning some lesson. There's a brand new start, a brand new beginning. You're manifesting something. You could be manifesting something very quickly. You're closing a chapter very quickly, or this could just be the brink of a very major beginning. This could be a timeline shift as well for you in June. Again, like I said, the previous month, we have that new moon, we have that solar eclipse in Taurus at 10 degrees. So that could be very impactful for you, especially if it's making an aspect to your sun, your moon, your rising, wherever you have Taurus. If it's making an aspect to a prominent placement that you have in Taurus, it could be very profound for you. This is the energy of Mercury, the Magician card, and then the World card is Saturn. So Saturn has the energy of utilization. So you're definitely alchemizing what you like, alchemizing the energy. You're using everything to the best of your ability. By this time in the year, like you're a fixed sign, but you're probably understanding how to be more mutable and flexible. So by this time, you're kind of rolling with the punches. And this is just really good energy for you. We have the fixed signs here on the World card: Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. I do feel like there's going to be lots of shifts, closures, endings, new beginnings, new paths, new journeys, learned lessons. This is the energy of like a graduation or completion of some sort. And then it's like immediately you're starting something new. So it's really good. The fixed signs are definitely going to experience a lot of that energy this year. But by June, it could be something very major, ending and beginning for you. Like you could be picking up, moving to a different country, like having a child, where that's the end of your life as a single person. Now you have, now you've extended yourself by creating another human being, something like that, like something very life changing. There's probably some major life event taking place during this month because it's a brand new chapter. So then we have the King of Wands and the Five of Pentacles for July. With the King of Wands, I love how this energy ascends because previously we had the Queen of Pentacles, and then we had the King of Pentacles. Then we have the Queen of Wands. Now we have the King of Wands. So it shows the ascension process that's taking place where you internalize this information or this energy, and you figure it out internally, and then you learn how to execute it externally by applying the masculine energy, which is very in line with this Lovers card. We have the masculine and feminine on here. So you're becoming more balanced and aware of your feminine aspects. And once you master that feminine aspect, you then execute the masculine aspects by applying it. So I love this for you. With the Five of Pentacles, I don't know, maybe you can feel very isolated, neglected, abandoned. Maybe there's certain things that you're going through that require isolation. The King of Wands is a visionary. This is a very determined individual, very talented, charismatic, has lots of personality, mostly very likable, but can be like an authoritarian type of person. With this pair with the Five of Pentacles, it just feels like you could be turning your back to certain things that have been neglected. Like you could be neglecting certain things, certain responsibilities. This is the energy of Taurus. There could be like maybe you're having too much fun and focusing on creativity too much, and turning your back on certain responsibilities, or someone could feel neglected or abandoned by you. They could feel left out in the cold. Maybe it's a friend or family member. It could even be business related, but something about whatever it is that you're focused on. There could be someone or something that feels neglected, or that actually is neglected because your focus is on something else. So just be mindful of that. And what month was that? July. August. Okay, August, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Love this. So the Nine of Pentacles shows good financial success, time is on your side. Maybe you just feel like you have all the time in the world. You can do whatever you want with your time. You feel very fortunate, very what's the word? Privileged in a sense. So I'm feeling like if you tend to this Five of Pentacles energy, you'll be fine. And it could be something minor. It maybe just be somebody that you're not spending enough time with or giving enough energy to. Maybe it's not big at all. Just be mindful. But I do feel like eventually you do pay attention to it. You're made aware of what you previously were neglecting. Maybe it's finances. Maybe it's, I don't know, a garden. It feels like something very earthy or tangible. This could even be self-care. Maybe it's your appearance. Maybe you realize I've been working so hard, or I've been creating that I haven't been grooming myself, or I haven't cut my hair, or I haven't, done certain things like appearance related. There could have been certain things or aspects that have been neglected in that way. But this King of Wands with this Nine of Pentacles feels very good because it feels like you're getting creative with tending to these things. Maybe these are tasks that aren't necessarily fun, but you're finding a way to make it fun or make it more enjoyable. The King of Wands is also like you're very determined to have this life of luxury and to have nice things around you and to live a life of ease and peace. So something shifts where whatever was neglected previously is on your radars. You're giving it your attention and you're able to improve. Like we go from the Five of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. So you're determined to give something more of your attention because you know the benefit of doing so. You know that it's going to allow you to have either more time, more energy, more effort, more money, more luxury, more nice things, whatever that is for you. It's like that's what you're working for. That's what you're working towards. That's what you're determined to receive. That's what you're trying to inspire. All of that. All right. So then we have, what month is this? August, September. Yeah, so September we have the Five of Pentacles and the Lovers. Five of Pentacles and the Lovers together. So again, that energy of neglect, of lack mentality. You could be feeling like maybe if there's a relationship, or this could just represent you. Maybe you feel imbalanced, or you feel like there's something missing from your life. There's something that's lacking or missing, or that you don't have. There could be an aspect of yourself that you've abandoned. There could be a relationship, a contract, an agreement, or something that you've abandoned or that you've overlooked or forgotten about. There could be actual financial hardship in any of these situations. So you could be determined to like achieve this Nine of Pentacles energy. Maybe you're not actually doing it, but maybe that's something that you're visualizing, or like maybe it's something that you're like actually putting on your vision board. It's something that you're determined to get. So it's like you're kind of reminding yourself of it. But this Five of Pentacles showing up twice. So there could be some financial challenges. Look at where you have the South Node where you have Scorpio in your chart, because that's where the South Node is going to be transiting. But this Five of Pentacles, it just shows like there's a neglect or lack mentality. Maybe there's a connection or an agreement or contract or something that you don't quite have faith in, or that you've put on the back burner. Maybe there's an actual connection that's been lost, neglected, or overlooked, abandoned. Maybe you feel abandoned by someone, or someone feels abandoned by you. It could be a contract as well that you've turned your back on, some type of agreement that you've kind of voided in your mind, either intentionally or not intentionally. That was September. October, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So I find you coming into a space where you feel confident to teach and learn, collaborate, work with others, build with others. It's a teamwork type of energy. You could be traveling with others, moving with someone, or this entire team could be transitioning together. It could also just show that I don't know, this could be like therapy. This could be therapy. But it can also just show there's like a group situation or setting that allows collaboration, sharing skills, learning from others, and you can also share your skills and your talents with others as well. Cooperation and collaboration, but it involves movement of some sort. There could even be meditation. You could be going to healing circles, meditation circles of some sort. But this Six of Swords, it just represents peace, finding peace. It's a transitional type of energy. It represents moving towards something. So you could be finding this space, moving towards finding this space. Or since it's a clarity card, I feel like this environment is going to provide you with peace of mind. It is a mental escape. It feels like you're going somewhere else if you're not physically, literally going somewhere else. So October, we have the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles. You've built some momentum and you're on your way. You're overcoming obstacles. You're maximizing and utilizing your time efficiently and effectively, making plans, executing your plans, like working towards your goals. And this is like basically manifesting that life of ease that you had been visualizing previously. So you're achieving something that you set out to achieve, or you're at least getting closer and closer to doing so. With the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles, this is Cancer energy. So it's like you're determined, you're motivated, and you have your eyes on the prize. It's like nothing can really get in your way. And the Nine of Pentacles is an energy of self-sufficiency. So it's like maybe you're doing it on your own, or maybe you just feel confident in your ability to push through and get it done. Sorry, it feels like fiber stuck to my tissue. Stuck to my lip. Chapstick. And by the end of the year, in December, we have the Fool card with the Three of Swords. So with the Fool card, this is a brand new journey, a brand new beginning. what did I say? I said the first and the last card here. The full card is the first card. My apologies. But the one in the 22, the one in the 21 card of the major arcana. Then we have the full card. So, off to a brand new start, having like a brand new journey experience, having relieved yourself of old pains, wounds, lies, false beliefs, abandonment issues, any pain, hurt, or sorrows that you have been carrying or holding on to from the past. You're releasing that, and you have this carefree energy, just letting go and looking forward to what the future brings. And not like something of this year is teaching you that you can, like, you are a fixed sign, and probably the most fixed, the most stubborn of all signs. Like, once you get into a situation, it's like trying to push a bull or make a bull stand up. So it's like you're releasing everything that makes it difficult for you to move on from a situation, even though all of the signs point to moving on. It's like almost has to be life or death for you. So you're releasing that and moving on. So now it's a lot easier for you to let go and transition and move on, and to become a little bit more mutable. Like, you still are a fixed sign, but you'll notice when you need to go ahead and make some changes or shift your direction, your energy, your effort, your mindset. You're learning, okay, like I would like to stay here, but it's looking like, the signs are pointing towards me moving on. So instead of you waiting on the tower moment to get you to move, you're like, okay, I'll do it myself. This year is starting to teach you that. All right, let's get a self-care card for you, and then we'll close out this reading. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Make sure you check the additional readings for all the signs. And check the general readings, the weekly readings as well. Can I get a card for Taurus? Okay, make a vision board. I love that, especially with the King of Wands coming out twice. You should definitely make a vision board if you need help or motivation to do so. I've been hosting vision board parties, virtual vision board parties once a month. So you can join. I can show you different ways that you can create a vision board, help you understand why having a vision board is great for you, even though I'm going to read from this card. It's going to explain it here. But yes, I think having a vision board, everything that you want to accomplish is going to assist you. And then once you realize that putting yourself in new situations and new environments can help you achieve your goals, it will be a lot easier for you to become more flexible and mutable. So, 3 cards came out. Use your hands. Very, very Taurian. Makes perfect sense. All right. So we got 13, connect with Earth. The mantra is, I am one with the earth. So how they call it, earthing. You can definitely go ground, put your toes in the grass or the soil, sand, water, something like that. Go hug a tree or just stand very close to one. Immerse yourself in Mother Nature's medicine by walking on the grass, feeling her raindrops, touching the snow, swimming in her waters, or sniffing her flowers. Spending time outdoors is wonderful for your mind, for your body, mind, and spirit. So get outside, take a hike. At sunrise or sunset, head to the beach for a day, go on a bike ride, or work in your garden. I definitely feel like somebody has a garden. They're working in a garden. The 9 of Pentacles came out twice too. So maybe that's something that you're starting this year. Maybe it's one of your goals that you want to start. It also says if there's an unexplored outdoor activity that you feel a connection with, think about how you can manifest that experience. Do what you can to get outside for at least 15 minutes every day so that you can enjoy the fresh air and tune into the beauty of your natural surroundings, which makes perfect sense because you are an earth sign. So that is your natural element. So just go out and be an earth. Make sure you're outside, no matter how much they may try to make you afraid of being outside and breathing fresh air. It's never going to be as bad for you as the news. What local nature spot have you meant to go to but have not made the time to visit? What has been holding you back? That's the journal entry for this card. Then we have make a vision board, card number 33. My mantra, the mantra for this card is my dreams have come true. Claim it. Claim it. Visualization is a key part of manifestation, and making a vision board is a potent way to call in what you've been seeking. Get crafty with paper and scissors and construct a vision. You see my vision board right here, right? It's my vision board. And I've been slowly adding things to it. I've slowly been accomplishing things as well. So get your vision board. It doesn't have to be like this. It can be simple. Alternatively, use motivational images on your computer or phone background for a portable digital vision board. Pair images with words and add specificity and energy to your manifestation process. For example, if there's a certain type of job opportunity, romantic partner, or life experience that you want to call in, you can write out a detailed list explaining how you like that person or event to manifest and how it will make you feel. I wouldn't say try to say how, like get into how, just get into the who, what, when, where, what. Who, what, when, where. Not necessarily the how or why, because spirit is going to take care of that. You just be very specific about what you want so that you can recognize it when it's there. So then it says also these techniques work because we are made to hone in on what's important. In turn, we start to prioritize taking the necessary steps to bring our desires to life. As you get clarity on what you want, you're more likely to recognize it and work toward it as it becomes more real and feels more tangible. See it, feel it, be it. The journal prompt for this card is, what are the top 3 things you want to manifest in your life? I definitely feel like previously something's not on your mind, you're not thinking about it, it's way in the back of your mind, something is neglected. It could be financially, probably not finances with you being a Taurus or having a Taurus placement for whatever Taurus placement you're watching is, because Taurus is associated with finances and basic needs. So it's probably the last thing that you're going to forget about, but there could be a financial responsibility, a person, a relationship, a task, a business related task, something like that that is being neglected. So just be mindful. All right. And then finally, use your hands. The mantra is, I create magic with my hands. Reconnect with the magic that comes. Sorry, my eyelid itches. That comes from creating with your hands. What do you feel called to make or fix? Sign up for a pottery, woodworking, or bowl blowing class. Anything else that piques your curiosity and reminds you how empowering it can be to create your reality with your own 2 hands. Get crafty and do some DIY projects. Maybe bring new life and color into an old piece of furniture and repaint it by repainting it, or make some original art to adorn your walls, beautify your home. Is there something broken around the house that's an easy fix that you could do on your own or with a little help? Even just getting your hands dirty by weeding a flower bed or tightening the screws on a loose door hinge will give you an incredible feeling of accomplishment that will fuel your confidence as you tackle bigger and more complex issues in your life. When was the last time you crafted something with your hands? How did it make you feel? I definitely feel like that's going to help boost your confidence and make you feel more able-bodied to accomplish whatever it is that you want to do. And I definitely feel like having a vision board would be great for you no matter what, but especially because it already had came to me previously before this card came out. So go for it. I hope this helped. I hope it makes sense, and I hope it provides you with a little bit of direction, or at least a preview of what is going to be taking place during these months. Please stick around for future readings and check out the weekly readings, and there will be exclusive posts on Patreon. Still working on creating different astrology content for those that are interested in learning about astrology and how to follow and track your chart with these transits and things like that. So I'll be working on some of those things. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Thanks for watching. Bye.